Welcome back to Be Fluent in English. Today, we are not just telling a story, we are exploring a legend. Think about your life today. You use a remote control for your TV. You use Wi-Fi for your internet. You use a smartphone. All of these things were imagined by one man more than 100 years ago, Nikola Tesla. Tesla was a man who lived in a world of ideas. He didn't see the world as it was, he saw it as it could be. In this lesson, we will go deeper than ever before. We will look at his childhood, his battles with Thomas Edison, and the secret inventions that the world wasn't ready for. Pay attention to the vocabulary of physics, perseverance, and obsession. Tesla was born in 1856 during a lightning storm so violent that the midwife thought it was the end of the world. From that moment, his life was electric. As a student, Tesla discovered he had a photographic memory. In English, we also call this a hyperactive imagination. He could look at a complex engine once and remember every single screw. He didn't need to build prototypes. He would build the machine in his mind, let it run for a month, and then check it for damage. He said, "It does not matter to me whether I run that turbine in my thoughts or test it in my shop." This gift allowed him to master theoretical physics and speak 8 languages fluently. But Tesla's life was also marked by tragedy. When he was a young boy, he witnessed the death of his older brother, Dane, in a horse accident. Many historians believe this trauma is what caused his strange visions and flashbacks. To survive his sadness, he buried himself in books. He read everything from poetry to advanced mathematics. When he moved to the United States in 1884, he was a broken genius looking for a new start. He arrived in New York with only 4 cents, some poems he had written, and a dream to change the history of electricity. Tesla's first job in America was with Thomas Edison, the man known as the Wizard of Menlo Park. Edison was a hero to many, but to Tesla, he was a manual worker. Tesla once said that Edison's method was like looking for a needle in a haystack. He would test everything until he found the answer. Tesla, on the other hand, used math to find the answer first. The conflict started when Edison promised Tesla $50,000, a massive fortune at the time, to improve his DC motors. Tesla worked for months and solved the problem. When he asked for the money, Edison laughed and said, "Tesla, you don't understand our American sense of humor. This was a betrayal." After leaving Edison, Tesla faced his hardest year. He couldn't find work as an engineer. To survive, the man who would later light up the world had to work as a ditch digger. He spent his days digging holes in the streets of New York for $2 a day. Imagine the irony. A man with a mind full of stars, working in the mud. But even while digging, he was talking to other workers about alternating current. Eventually, some investors realized that Tesla was not an ordinary worker. They gave him the money to start the Tesla Electric Company. This was the beginning of the most famous rivalry in science history. Edison's direct current DC was already in the homes of the rich, but Tesla's alternating current, AC, was much more efficient. Edison started a fear campaign. He told people that AC electricity would kill them in their sleep. He even paid children to bring him stray cats and dogs so he could electrocute them with AC to prove his point. Tesla responded with showmanship. He stood on a stage, let millions of volts of electricity pass through his body, and held a light bulb that turned on without any wires. He proved that AC was not only powerful but also safe. The war ended at Niagara Falls. The world wanted to use the power of the water to create electricity. Most experts thought it was impossible, but Tesla designed the first hydroelectric power plant there. In 1896, the first sparks of electricity reached Buffalo, New York. It was a miracle. People were baffled. Baffled means completely confused, but also impressed. Tesla's name was now on the front page of every newspaper. He was a superstar. Most people think Guglielmo Marconi invented the radio, but in reality, Marconi used 17 of Tesla's patents to build his system. When Marconi sent the first transatlantic radio message, Tesla said, "Marconi is a good fellow. Let him continue. He is using 17 of my patents." Tesla wasn't angry. He was just focused on his next project. It wasn't until many years after Tesla's death that the Supreme Court of the United States officially recognized Tesla as the true inventor of the radio. This shows us that recognition often comes too late. Tesla's biggest dream was wireless energy, and he built a giant tower in Long Island called Wardenclyffe. He wanted to use the Earth's atmosphere to send free electricity to everyone on the planet. He believed that information could be sent around the world instantly, what we now call the Internet. But his investor, J.P. Morgan, asked a famous question: "Where do I put the meter?" Morgan wanted to sell electricity, not give it away for free. When Morgan realized he couldn't make money from Tesla's plan, he stopped the money. The tower was never finished. It was a heartbreaking failure for Tesla. In his final years, Tesla's eccentricities became more extreme. He lived in room 3327 of the New Yorker Hotel. He was obsessed with the number 3. If he went for a walk, he had to walk around the block 3 times. He used 18 napkins to clean his silver before every meal. 18 is divisible by 3. He also had a very strange diet. He only ate boiled vegetables, milk, and bread. He stopped sleeping more than 2 hours a night. He said, "I am a high-power machine that just needs to be oiled occasionally." Tesla found comfort in animals. He spent thousands of dollars taking care of sick pigeons in New York. He claimed that one specific white pigeon was his true love. While people were laughing at the pigeon man, Tesla was working on his final invention, the teleforce. The media called it the death ray. He claimed it could stop all wars by creating an invisible wall on a country. Whether it was real or just a fantasy of an old man, the FBI was terrified. They kept a close eye on him until the day he died. To help you be fluent in English, let's look at some advanced words from our story. Trauma, a deeply distressing or disturbing experience. Irony, a situation that is strange because things happen in a way that seems opposite to what you expected. Hydroelectric, using the power of moving water to make electricity. Betrayal, the act of being disloyal to someone who trusts you. Baffled, to be totally confused or surprised. Nikola Tesla died in 1943, alone and in debt. He didn't have a family, a house, or a fortune, but he had a legacy. Today, we live in Tesla's world. When you look at your computer, your car, or the lights in your room, remember the man who worked 20 hours a day so that we could live in a world of light. On Be Fluent in English, we believe that persistence is the key to mastering anything, whether it's a new invention or a new language. Thank you for watching this deep dive. Don't forget to subscribe to join our learning family. Like if you think Tesla was the greatest inventor ever. Comment which part of Tesla's life surprised you the most. Keep learning, keep dreaming, and stay fluent. See you in the next story.